Alright, welcome back to the channel everybody. Aesop Grim here, and this is the continuation of my blind playthrough of RDR2 in 2025. You can see Arthur's weight is at average, and I want to tell you guys that this week is unfolding in a way where things are kind of popping off for me. I got stuff that I need to do tomorrow that I don't normally do, tomorrow being Tuesday. This is Monday night. I am recording your Wednesday episode as of right now. I also have stuff going on Wednesday, and then Thursday night I have a World of Warcraft SOD raid. So things are kind of piling up, and if I miss an episode this week, you know why. I don't think I will, but maybe. We'll just have to see how it pans out. But because of that, I'm also kind of flying by the seat of my pants here. I don't remember what it was I said we were going to do, but I think we need to go hunting. It's 6:21 a.m. We just got done outfitting the horse. We have another home robbery here we can do, but I'll be honest, I'm a little bit gun shy. No pun intended. So I think we're going to probably push mainline story missions forward. It depends. We might have to go with the home robbery. Kind of depends on how things pan out as far as time. But we're going to try and find some gators. And then I'm going to go looking for time. Not time. I would rather have wild mint. Let's see, that looks like Saint Denis over there. Yeah, that would be Saint Denis, so let's go ahead and set a waypoint so that I'm going in the right direction. There's a gator right there, and I'm only looking for meat, so carbine. Let's try the bolt action and see if that's enough damage. What's the stats there? Range. Damage is almost 3 bars. Okay.
Yep. Easy, easy.
Oh, it took 2 shots. He looks like he's dead. Oh, there's wild mint. I need that wild mint. Okay, good to know that we can find wild mint right here next to swampy water. I didn't expect that. Okay. So this is sort of our one-stop shop when it comes to... Oh, that's a 3-star too. When it comes to getting some really good high-level meat, we can get the mint that goes with it and make some minty big game meat. Okay. Yeah, the weapons are looking nice. Okay, I just wanted to see if I could even pick that gator up, and I cannot. For kind of what is obvious reasons. You get the meat, you get the skin, and that takes up everything on your horse, so that's it. Okay. That is a 3-star gator that we just bagged, so good for us. And we'll make our way back to camp, and I suppose we'll be talking to Micah after we turn this stuff in. I hope everybody's week is going well. I have not even really, because this was a raid night also. I watched a little bit of news, but I didn't get as much as I normally do. Plus, with Dan Bongino going to the FBI, I don't listen to that show as much, and it's nothing against Vince, who took it over. It's just that even, like, Steve Turley is my favorite guy that I listen to. And I don't listen to his interviews. He's interviewing people all the time, and I don't listen to those. I just want to hear what Turley has to say, because Turley thinks philosophically, he's a cultural anthropologist, and all of that stuff makes sense to me. Like, it works for my brain. So it's kind of the same thing here. I really enjoyed listening to Dan Bongino. I've listened to a little bit of Vince, and Vince is good. But his format tends to be interviewing people, and so I've not listened to him as much. So then that, for me, that leaves really Benny Johnson. Seems like there was another one. Sometimes I tune in with the Graham Allen Show. I think that's what they're called. See, I don't tune in often enough so that I don't even really remember the name. It's like hit and miss. Sometimes I go on stretches. And it's been a while since I've listened to his show. It does feel like there was something else. There was Bongino, Benny Johnson, Turley. Those were my three main ones. Oh, Charlie Kirk. But Charlie Kirk's show is not, my style for... I don't know how to categorize it. Charlie Kirk is really good for raw data and some pretty, even-handed, unflinching analysis. He kind of calls it like he sees it. He doesn't tend to see positive whenever there's room for concern. You know, stuff like that. So he's good for that. But I have him sort of in the same category that I have Jay Sekulow. Both of them have been really, really good for me in the past.
Arthur, dumbass.
Glad to see you in one piece.
But both of those shows with their style, their personalities, and how they present and stuff is not typically my cup of tea. The reason I listen to them is because they're so good on the information end. Jay Sekulow had me, I mean literally, he had me years ahead of mainstream media whenever it came to the Russia collusion thing. Jay Sekulow is the one that told me about the deep state. Ooh, I think I about got kicked. Let's see, can we calm you down? You're really, really agitated. Are you hungry? We need to check on the status of our horse here. She felt like she was close to bucking me. Or like kicking me whenever I walked behind her. Okay, player. Horse. Physique. Well, she's fit. So she's not hungry. I don't see a reason for why she's agitated. She's still agitated. Okay. Let's work on calming her down some more.
Easy. You're okay. It's all right. Easy.
There she goes.
Yeah, there's a girl. Yeah, you good, girl?
Yeah, that was a little weird. Maybe as we rode into camp, we went through some brush and there was a snake there or something like that. But she wasn't happy at all. What can I do with the horse station? Oh, okay. All right, let's go turn this stuff in. So yeah, Jay Sekulow really started explaining how things work inside the DC Beltway for me. He opened my eyes on a whole bunch of stuff. Or they did. Like, it's a whole team of people. They're all lawyers. And man, I talk about ahead of the curve. That was probably the period of time that I was the furthest out ahead of the most amount of people in my entire life. Just way, way ahead of most people. To the point that it was hard to talk with anybody. They just didn't know what was going on, or it sounded crazy to them or something like that. And then every single ounce of it turned out being true.
Don't forget to go hunting, Mr. Morgan. Yeah, I hear you.
Keep the meat. There we go.
Many thanks, Mr. Morgan.
How's it going?
Can't complain.
What time is it now?
Good for you.
9:30 a.m. So nothing available to eat. Shouldn't be. Yeah, check again afternoon, and obviously there's no pot over the fire. So here's Micah. And he's sitting over there next to Dutch. So what is this about?
Arthur,
How's the cigar?
not bad. But sometimes I prefer a pipe. I've been meaning to get one for ages. I left the old one in...
And Blackwater, I know. Well, if I find one, you can have it.
Say, you are a gentleman, Mr. Morgan. I raised you well.
Oh, don't take too much pride in your work.
All right, we'll have to look for that then.
Okay.
Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called...
Hey, Molly, where's Dutch?
Well, however it goes.
I'm not sure all that line of thought serves you and me very well.
That's because, Cowpoke, you are a man of profoundly limited intelligence.
No doubt.
Well, you and the old man and Dutch have been running around, digging us ever deeper into shit. Old Mr. Pearson might have gone and lightened the load a little. Pearson! Ain't you curious?
I guess.
Gentlemen.
Dutch, you tell him, fat man.
It's peace, Dutch. The O'Driscolls. I mean, I think there's a way.
What on earth are you talking about?
Get the words out properly, fat man.
I met a couple of the O'Driscoll boys on the road in the town. Things were about to get ugly. But you know how I am in a fight, huh? Like a corner tiger. Anyway.
Nobody
somehow it
believes
didn't,
you.
But we got to talking, and they suggested a parlay to end things. Like gentlemen.
Gentlemen. Combe O'Driscoll. Have you lost your minds?
You're always telling us, Dutch, do what has to be done, but don't fight wars ain't worth fighting.
They want a parley? It's a trap.
Well, of course, it's probably a trap, but what do we got to lose finding out?
Get shot.
We ain't getting shot because you'll be protecting us. It's a trap, you shoot the lot of them. If it ain't a trap, that's slim chance.
I don't see the point in any of this.
It's a chance. Gotta take.
No.
I killed Combs' brother. Long time ago. Then he killed a woman I loved dear.
As you say, it's a long time ago. Dutch.
Just tell him no. Are you the boss of this camp or not? This guy...
Let's go. You and me, with Arthur protecting us, no one else.
What about me?
This ain't the time for tigers, my friend.
I understand the problem here because I've run into it myself. He is not skeptical of Micah. He trusts Micah. And so therefore, he's willing to listen to everybody in the camp. That's my leadership style too. I gather information from everybody, and then I kind of believe in the idea of community wisdom.
Morgan. Let's go then.
So I try to see what everybody's feeling and what their instincts say, and a lot of times I will pay attention if it's a lot of people that feel differently than I do. But what I won't do is if I trust somebody, I don't give them the same credit
I've been fighting Colm
that the other group gets. And that's the problem happening
I barely
here.
remember a time when it was different.
And you're still fighting him now. Make no mistake of that.
Here he goes, Doubting Thomas. Is there any plan you ain't sour on?
Well, maybe you're right. Just nervous. Let's not waste any more lives needlessly.
I ain't costing lives here. I'm saving them. What did you say? We had Pinkertons coming after us?
Because of Blackwater?
And Leviticus Cornwall and his private army. Then, who knows when this local hillbilly thing will come to a head, Can we really afford to be fighting on all these fronts? And O'Driscoll.
There is wisdom in that.
I hope so, gentlemen, but like I said, I'm nervous.
Look, you ain't even going to be the one in danger. We'll get on over there, find a nice perch for you to settle into. You got that rifle, don't you?
Yeah.
Hey!
Oh, I'm sorry, Dutch.
Then me and Dutch walk right in to the lion's den. With you to cover us,
Okay, just keep calm, unless I give you a reason not to.
Oh, we'll be fine. We got you.
I will do my best.
Oh, my dear and trusted friend. With you watching over me, I would walk into hell itself.
As would I.
Micah knows how to play the game. Micah don't like us at all.
Watch out!
But he can see that his plan's being accepted. And so he just kind of smooths it all. He wants Dutch to feel good.
Hey, up there. Men on the ridge.
O'Driscoll's, from the look of them.
I don't like having eyes on us.
We're close. You'll be the eyes soon enough.
Get up!
Maybe he's right, Dutch. Maybe I have pushed too hard. Got us into situations that could have been safer. I see all those mouths we gotta feed, and
Oh, look at
I
that.
dream too big, caring too much. That's my problem.
Caring too much. There's no such thing.
This is horse shit.
Yeah.
For both of you.
It might be. Micah might be full of shit. Colm O'Driscoll might be full of shit. The promise of this great nation. Men created equal. Liberty and justice for all. That might be nonsense too. But it's worth trying for. It is worth believing in. Can't
Man.
you see that, friend?
You're gonna equate these two things?
No. Try. All I ask is you try.
All right, cowpoke. You're gonna peel off up ahead. We'll be meeting down on the plain. Find a spot just above us where you can keep an eye on things.
All right. However this shakes out, let's aim to meet back at the fork in the road afterwards.
We'll be there, partner.
Okay.
okay there.
Hmm.
So up now.
Okay, it probably wants us to use the rolling block because it auto-equipped it. Right, trigger for binoculars.
Hello, Dutch.
That's
Been a
the
while.
man himself, isn't it?
Sure.
So, how's your gang doing? They still believing in you? Better world. Pure world. How's that coming along?
Just fine.
How's that score you stole off us?
Which one?
Oh, I like that. It's like I said, this is a charismatic leader. Lot of heat on us this time. Both of us. Whole heap of trouble. They offered me a price, Dutch, to bring you in.
Why didn't you take it?
Well, still might.
I am sorry about your brother.
Yeah, well, I never liked him much.
I liked Annabelle.
You always loved the ladies, Dutch Vanderlyn. I like that about you.
What are we doing here? Go home. Is this thing over?
Hello, sugar. You ain't dead, is you? Not anyway.
I don't know. Column's got a sense.
Handing him over to the lords. I don't know. Strange times.
They killed Seamus. Fuck the whole lot of them. With this fella Colum's right, we can draw them all back.
True. Where'd Colum and Patrick head off
I'm
to?
surprised they didn't hear me.
Stick to the law.
That has to be crap. It ain't worth the risk.
Colum's got...
He's escaping. Shoot him. Relax. Relax. I got him.
Did I kill you?
Oh, not yet.
No, of course not. Not yet. But I will.
Dang. Shotgun to the chest? How's he still alive? Maybe they shot him in the arm. It looks like we got sold out, man. By Micah.
Put his weapons over there.
That sounded like Sean.
Arthur Morgan. It's good to see you.
Hello, Cole.
How's the wound?
I hardly feel it. You will.
Septic. Ain't nice. Now, tell me. Fine gun like you. Why you still running around with old Dutch? Could come ride with me and make real money.
It ain't about the money, Cole.
No. It's Dutch's famous car. You killed a whole bunch of my boys. That 6-point gag.
I ain't got no clue what you're talking about.
Oh, you lie, my friend. And I thought Dutch preached truth.
Let me go, Colm, and end all this crap between you two. We all got real problems now.
The way I see it, they get him. They forget about me.
They ain't the forgetting sort. If I were you, I'd run as soon as I had the money.
Oh, I know you would. But see, we lure an angry Dutch in to rescue you, grab all of you, and hand you in, then disappear.
So you only met with him to grab me?
Of course. He's gonna be so mad. He gonna come raging over here. And a whole lot of you. And the law will be waiting for him. Arthur. Arthur, I missed you.
Yeah, so we're bait. That's smart. Get the whole crew. He's got a good plan. He didn't take what he had in hand, he baited a trap. Takes a lot of discipline. You can swing on your shackles to reach the metal file. This can be used to pick your lock. Oh, grab file. Heck of a drop there. Could have broke his neck. Eat. File. Okay. Yeah, they shot him in the shoulder. Wow. Position file. And then twist. Dude did that without screaming. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Yeah. Here we go.
Hold on, I'll be back in a minute. What the hell?
Three throwing knives. He didn't have a gun on him, huh? Okay.
What's he still doing down there? It's one thing torturing a man, it's another thing putting him through stories of the homeland. He better hurry it up. I don't want to be here when the law comes for that side of beef.
See a horse so far. Yep. Where are these horses at? Okay. Making our way. I see them. God, our dude's got to be awful close to passing out. Okay, return to Clemens Point. So we got to get back in time to stop them from walking into a trap. Oh my gosh. Come on. Uh-oh.
Morgan's out! Don't let him get to his weapon!
Heard gunfire, will investigate source. Stay out of sight long enough, they'll return to their patrols. Okay. We flat ran right into that guy.
I'm gonna need to borrow you.
Arthur! Arthur?
Forth. I told you it was a setup, Dutch. My boy, my dear boy, what? They got me. But I got away. Yeah, you did. Miss Grimshaw, I need help. Reverend Swanson. He's gonna set the law on us. Oh, of course he was.
I'm sorry, Arthur.
It is a bit late for apologies. Swanson! Mr. Morgan. Mr. Morgan, you're safe now.
Oh, let's get him to bed.
You are safe now, Arthur.
Okay. I got you.
You're safe now. That's pretty, Tuss. That's real pretty. Miss Grimshaw, will you sit with him a while?
Of course. You'll be okay, Mr. Morgan. You're home.
A few weeks later. So we must have just entered into chapter 4, I guess.
I thought I'd be burying you, Mr. Morgan.
Well, not quite yet, Reverend.
Good. How you feeling?
Oh, about the same as you.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, take care of yourself.
You too.
That left shoulder probably never gonna be the same again. The gang have replaced your stolen weapons. They are on your saddle. Okay. And then we've still got Dutch's item request. Your beard won't grow any longer unless you use hair tonic. Each use of hair tonic will allow your beard to grow a little bit longer. I don't need to grow it any longer. I like it where it's at. If anything, we're going to trim it.
Morning, Arthur.
Good morning. Was that Mrs. Grimshaw? Yeah. Say hi and see if they have anything to say.
Miss Grimshaw?
Ah, you're looking much better. I was worried.
Yeah, I'm fine. All right, well, I should be getting on.
All right then, Arthur.
Well, we can go up and we can cook this meat and make minty meat. Unless it's not on us anymore. My inventory might be cleaned out.
How are you?
Not too good.
How are we doing on player status? Average. That was a really interesting mission. It was well done. This is you know, I really got into video games when they started becoming kind of like, I think the first thing that they became for me was like reading like an interactive novel. But as the graphics got better,
Good morning.
and the cut scenes and stuff like that, then it became kind of like an interactive movie. And that's what this feels like. The story is really good, the camera angles are good, the graphics are fantastic. Some very good immersion. Wonder how many of these we got. Whoa, settle down. Somebody just got. That horse straight kicked somebody, I think. Well, we are moving up to 40 minutes recorded, so we still have some time. Let's leave.
All right?
Hello, sir.
Where's my money? Where is it?
What? What do you mean?
Ah, I'm just joking with you.
Yep, all right, I'll see ya.
All right, well, we don't need to do any hunting. We do have Dutch's pipe. Let me, well, I'll tell you what. Let's get this cleared up. What's this about? Micah Bell. Suspecting a trap, Mike asks Arthur to observe an arranged meeting between. So we did that. Oh, okay, it's just telling me I got a bronze award. Okay. I guess let's go do this. Watson's cabin. North of Strawberry. We're robbing an old woman. I don't feel good about this, but I'm not really quite sure what else to do. and it checks it off the list, and then I think we'll probably get Dutch's pipe on the way back in the next episode. So north of Strawberry. Okay, so here. Thinking. We can ride out there. Not my horse, that's Hosea's horse. My horse is, this is a big horse right here. This is that Clydesdale I brought in from when we burned the tobacco. That's, not mine either. Oh. Where are you, Black Beauty? Is this us? No. Old Boy. I saw a movie called Old Boy once. I watched like the original Korean version. Boy, that was twisted. Okay. There she is. So he said that, or the game told me that my weapons were back on my horse. Let's keep the Springfield up, and I like having the bow for a silent option. Okay, off we go. We're just going to make our way up there. I would imagine we'll be pretty close to time to save the episode when we get there. Maybe we have enough time to do the actual robbery. I don't feel good about this at all, but I don't have OCD, so this is more of an colloquialism to say my OCD is kicking in on this quest tracking thing. I just, I've been trying to do a good job of getting a good amount of side missions done within each chapter before pressing on the yellow main missions. And that side quest thing is part of what helps me track that. I'm not really terribly concerned about doing...
Hey, get out of the way!
I don't know, like the dinosaur bones and stuff like that. I'm not too concerned about that. But quests like getting Dutch his pipe, or checking off these robberies, stuff like that. I want to have that done. Hey, I think I read something today that said, or yesterday, that said next week Trump was standing up the Office of External Revenue. So I have been hearing from, let's just say, naysayers.
This ain't just. Keep your distance.
Because it's not just the left. I think this would include globalist rhinos, people who are used to voting for the establishment, never Trumpers. Their go-to thing seems to be that tariffs don't work, so you have a lot of naysayers out there. Well, I don't know. Economics is not my strong point. Philosophy is where things make sense to me. Concepts, stuff like that. But, I know I've heard it said that this is exactly how America did things all the way up to 1900. I look around, you know, as the news has revolved around tariffs, and I see counterpoints that illustrate how every other nation seems to use tariffs. Your temporary horse is out of whistling range. Yeah, I don't need that to be my temporary. Let's get closer. Okay, that's fine. You know, a lot of other nations use tariffs, so given the trending that we've had with the United States government for a good while now, and the fact that when Doge uncovered everything U.S. aid was involved in, the fact that we were paying money to international media groups, like foreign media groups, including the BBC, we were paying huge amounts of money. Well, for what reason? The only thing I can think of is for them to toe the line on a certain narrative, and we were giving them U.S. taxpayer dollars to do that. So I feel like this unified front of all these mainstream media organizations that all hate Trump, and then every leftist and never Trumper out there all saying the same thing, I think there's a good chance this is fake news, especially when you start finding out that a bunch of other nations are using tariffs and have been, that tariffs are like a major part of their economy and have been for decades. And then you find out that all the way up until basically, I think, you know, I saw the way it was phrased was up until 1900, the United States used tariffs. And, as opposed to like an income tax, I think is the way it was being phrased. But at the very least, the thing I've seen reported is that the United States used tariffs regularly, like most other nations, all the way up until 1900. Well, what happened in 1900? I think that's when the Federal Reserve came online and we went away from the gold standard. Well, I'm very suspicious about all of that. I have been for years. And so it kind of is all sort of coming together. And we'll see how it goes. But to listen to what's being reported regarding tariffs is that this should fail abysmally. Well, you know, I mean, these are the same people that were telling me, hey, look, Trump said the price of eggs would come down on day one, and they haven't. Look, none of this is working, and the economy's gotten worse. Well, yeah, how'd that turn out for you? And everybody knows how economics work. Anybody with an ounce of prudence and a little bit of experience in order to have seen this play out over their lives knew to wait on that. So I flat don't believe you people.
Hey, move!
That's my general position. It's not that. So if I run into somebody who's of my same class, they're a voter, right? They're just a normal, everyday American, and they're a never Trumper, or they're a liberal, or they're a leftist, Antifa, you know, far left, progressive leftist, which is not far left in my mind. I have like this line, and so you have like a blue dog Democrat, and then maybe what I would call a centrist Democrat. Perhaps those two are the same thing. Then you have liberal, then you have progressive liberal, and then you have a far leftist. But you're a regular person. You work a 9 to 5. You know, you're not connected through anybody. You don't have a silver spoon, and you're not working for the government. You're not working in D.C. Ah. Is there anything we can learn here? at this cemetery. If you were to tell me none of this stuff works and here's why, I don't think you're lying to me. I think you've gotten your information from people who are lying. So whenever I say I don't trust you people, or if I say I don't trust you people, that's all of you. But if I say I think you're lying to me, I'm talking about the people that are responsible for getting false narratives out there to the, oh, we're walking all over people's graves. I just now realized that. Out to the masses, namely the mainstream media, and that a number of people within these organizations, including CEOs, in my opinion, are bought and paid for shills that work for the deep state. They are what's called access media. Oh, we're at that cabin. Okay. And they are protecting their access by putting out CIA talking points, or FBI or whoever. Intel. American Intel. Who I don't trust at all. Now, I'm in a weird position because I trust Dan Bongino, I trust Kash Patel. I think we have good agents within these buildings. But it's like the Bible verse. It's the wheat and the tares. And how are you going to separate this stuff out? That part I don't know. I'm trusting those guys to be able to do it. So, I'm looking forward to seeing how this whole tariff idea works, whether or not this Department of External Revenue thing can actually get anything going, and whether or not we can make enough money that we actually can close down something like income tax. Now, maybe my understanding is not perfect here. Again, economics is not an area that I'm particularly naturally attracted to. Yeah, we're in the wrong spot. And so I don't tend to listen to it as much. As much as I would a video that talks about what the left believes and why they believe it. Where did it come from? Where is it anchored to historically? What kinds of older ideals are they drawing off of? Where's the progression of ideals, you know? Like, for example, we're dealing with a lot of cultural Marxism. Well, cultural Marxism only came into existence after original Marxism fell flat on its face and looked retarded in front of everybody. The people who embraced original, actual Karl Marxism were like, ah, shiznit. Not only were we wrong, but everything this dude predicted would happen to capitalist nations actually happened to communist nations, and everything he predicted that would happen to communist nations actually happened to capitalist nations. We were completely 180 degrees in the wrong. We look like idiots. But capitalism must be evil, so there's got to be another response here. So they tweaked it, and they went with cultural Marxism. Right, so those are the kinds of things that I'm naturally drift towards. I'll listen to a 3-hour podcast on stuff like that. Economics, I won't. And so we're dealing with an area of economics here. That's why I'm just letting you guys know up front that I'm not as up on this stuff as I'm not as confident in everything that I'm understanding here as I am with the other things I talk about. Still can't seem to find this. Where is this cabin at? I mean, I ought to be able to see it. We should be really, really close, right in the vicinity. Maybe it was pointing me towards the graveyard. Oh, you know what? That's exactly what it's doing. Okay, so it's the wrong spot. We're at 55 minutes. We got a taxidermist home. Let's go check right here.
Yep.
This is a really pretty area. So far from what I've seen of this map, if I lived in this world, I would want to live right in this strawberry area. You got these hills.
Hey, come look at this. There's been an accident. Come here a minute.
I don't know if I should trust you. I mean, we're standing on a cliff edge.
See that? Feller's dead down there. Must have gone off the cliff.
Yep.
Think he's from that cabin up the way there. Poor bastard. Well, guess I'll tell the sheriff when I get to town.
All right. I'm not gonna allow myself to be in front of you, but I'll make my way down there if I can. He's probably got a cabin key on him. Sounds like that's maybe the cabin I'm looking for. How do I get there? We're gonna have to trace out this cliff. Okay. This is a kind of a steep grade, probably hard on her ankles. Well, the whole wagon went off. Wedding certificate, doesn't that suck? Certifies that James Peyton and Mildred Barr were hereby united in holy matrimony in the state of West Elizabeth on this 18th day of May, AD 1899. Okay. Close the lockbox up. There's homeboy. Oh, he been dead for a while. That leg's not bent naturally. He broke his back, I guess. Shattered all kinds of bones, I'm sure. Photograph of his bride. Oh, that's too bad. Flip. Okay. Well, we're at right about an hour.
Okay then, girl.
I mean, that X looks like I haven't looted it. Didn't look grayed out. Is there something I missed? No. Dead horse. Okay. Mining camp.
Yeah.
And, I was gonna go check this place right here.
Yep.
We can make it back up this mountain. Ah, good girl.
Yeah.
I guess I'll settle down one of these days. Hi.
Hey.
Whoa. Whoa. Easy.
Oh, there's the cabin. What's he hollering about? Does he have his pistol drawn? He has his rifle. I think I hear hollering in the distance. Okay. I feel like we gotta tell this lady that her husband's dead.
You rest up now.
That's probably what's going on here. Oh, packages haven't been collected. There ain't nobody here. Back in a few days. This is note from Jim. Gone to pick up Mildred from her mother's house. The new Mrs. Peyton. Yeah, he didn't make it very far, did he? Dead bird, what? What about these other packages? You got flowers there. How do I get into this place? Okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save it right here, and then, provided I remember to do it, I'm going to check online to find out how we get in. Where's my horse at? Right in front of me. Yeah, there he is. Okay, let's check status. And we're still average. Thought I heard noises. Didn't want to save it if we was about to get ambushed. Looks like we're okay. So I got to research that and find out how we get in here. I kind of thought we would find a key on the body, but I guess not. Alright guys, again, I'm Aesop Grim. Thank you for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. More importantly, I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I'll see you in the next episode, where this story continues.